Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome aboard to the first game of Legacy League Season 2 playoffs. This is the semifinals between Judgement and Eden. A little bit of a PSA, just a little bit of info. There is a spectator bug that you have to look out for. It will always say that the blue team has captured or converted, but we will, as casters, do our job and tell which team got the points. So you won't be confused. We're just telling you that it's a bug and there's nothing we can do about it. But so far, we have our rosters, and let's get through to them. As we have on the left side, the blue boys, known as Judgement. We have Geno 2000 with Modest Crazy Nara, Phoenix on the Life Exchange Ying, Tribes on the Big Game Cassie, Hammer CD on Storm of Bullets Khan, and Duke-Do on the Unauthorized Use Strix. What's going on the other side, TJ?
Eden, the boys on red side, Steady Aim, Canessa played by Fraza, Midnight May with the Battering Ram Ash, Ludwig with the Spirit's Chosen Maldamba, Moa playing the Tinkering Barrack, and Lacko with the Royal Subjects Bomb King to round off their composition. The game pause is over. We are all good. We are Gucci's to go. 3 seconds. Let's the playoffs of Legacy League begin.
Oh, sorry. All aboard. We're
all
having
aboard.
some hype here, and yeah, exactly. All aboard. Right now, I can see a lot of consistency coming out here from Judgement. They're keeping their distance while being on point, and that's Inara for you. The Stone Warden will never be. Well, she says it herself. I am immovable.
She is immovable. She has got herself 45% on that payload. Right now, Eden really starting to put pressure on the comps. Duke-Do is going to go down on the Strix. A good shot by Midnight May to utilize that AoE damage. Genu falling as well. And Eden, these guys are turned up. Double kill going over to Fraza on substitute duty. Fantastic start for Eden, Woofy.
Definitely. And what I liked so much about that was that they were patient about when to push. They waited until they killed the Inara to really push through. And it worked out for them in the end. So now it might just be a capture unless Judgement will pull out at least an ult to turn this around. Because how can they move out of their composition? They really can't.
Yeah, but Judgement going to turn it around here. Duke-Do getting the snipe onto the support, but Lacko is there to show up. There is the Canessa utilizing her organ, a lot of damage onto the Judgement lineup. It's only Duke-Do left who's bopped up onto that quarry. He will go down. There is a capture for Eden on red side. And again, I know this is a very jarring experience for viewers, but can confirm Eden 1-0 up. They captured a payload.
This is how we've seen them play like every single week of Season 2. They've just been playing out of their minds. And right now, they're just pretty much testing the waters. How much can they allow themselves to do? They're going on Hammer CD over on the side, even though that he's getting some return kills through.
Oh!
No way! Are you kidding me?
It's hammer time, baby! The clock strikes 12 on Midnight May as well. That's good. That's a new from me, Chief. That's what we call the yikes. Fantastic play by Hammer CD on the Khan, and this is a frontline player which we've had a lot of fun seeing in the regular season. He is known for the Ash, but of course still giving him a Khan overpower, connects onto Lacko, and that's once again 2 kills to the environmental hazard. He's a madman! He's still going!
Somebody stop this guy!
What a catch!
Look at this! No! Midnight May! Going down right there to Tripes and Hammer ZD working together to get one more pick off. Look at that! The pickup truck is here to gather Fraza as well.
And it's a respite for Judgement. They really played that one well. Shout outs, of course, to Hammer CD putting on the clinic there, but we need to still look at the bigger picture. You know, net worth still in favour of Eden because of the 300 credits from capturing that objective. Damage dealt relatively even. It's Strix coming out on top with the snipers, and then Tripes is Cassie. And just going down as well. Healing. Ying is currently winning out over the heal wars with Maldamba, but the pick from Fraza will, of course, hold that progress going through as Tripes has to back away.
Eden, as of now, has all the control in the world they really want to. They don't have to play too aggressively. because they just got a hold on both Hammer CD, Genu, and Duke, though. They have free space now. They can push up, they can get the payload push for free, and if Fraza does some very naughty flicks, then I do believe it's a conversion.
Yeah, but of course there is going to be one final attempt for Chaos Judgement. Both front lines spawning at the same time means that they're in an incredibly strong position. Laka going very low, not able to find the Poppy Bomb to escape. We're going to have the overtime ticking right now. Fraza incredibly low, having to get away. Hammer CD is on the hunt. Teleport reposition is not going to be enough to get Fraza away. CJ are just getting the kills one at a time. Hammer CD still doing so much work on this card. It's only Midnight May. That is a successful defense for Carrot Judgement.
And this time it told us the right team. So yeah, round number 1 ending up in a 1-1, which I would expect from these two teams. They're both equally strong in this season. They have been showing up. We have so many great moments with all of these players. And right now, look at this. This is how even they are. They all have their ults available. It's a 1-1. They ended the round at 5. I mean, I am expecting a real tough 3-4 here if it continues like this, because I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, definitely. Already within the first 5 minutes of the playoffs, this has been a phenomenal game. And, you know, Carrot Judgement obviously showing up. But it's the point fight that matters. We're back on with Hammer CD. There's going to be the King Bomb committed into the Dome Shield and a Battle Shout. Genu is going to take down Lacko. The Overpower does connect, taking down Fraza. Genu gets a double kill. It's the front lines for Carrot Judgement. They show up and deliver the hammer down onto Eden, as it's only a delayed team wipe for Carrot Judgement. That's how you start a fight.
Did you just see Hammer? Overpower 1, kill 1. Commander grab the second one and get a second kill, opening up the field for the entire team of Carrot Judgement. And there's no chance for Midnight May to use the Assert Dominance here. It is 99% for the Carrots. They know that they have the carrot at the end of the stick. Moa trying to get on the point. It's no use of Reno Cap.
CD, who's completely eviscerated off the face of the earth. Genu is going to be next to fall here. Lacko picking that one up as well. Poppy bombing around, really putting this Bomb King to work. Dukido is probably going to be next up here, but that was exquisitely played by Eden there. I really like the King Bomb to give the CC immunity for Lacko, and also that Dread Serpent meant Hammer CD couldn't use his battle shouts, and all of a sudden you take out the big target, you lose a big stain for that Inara, and all of a sudden, well, it's all going to crumble. But Lacko, he's going to say, well, TJ, have you ever heard of the Caster Curse? Because he goes down, as well as Fraza Dome Shield used as well, as CJ look to retake this fight, because Eden are very low.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Curse. Curse who? Caster's Curse.
Yeah.
In the end, it ended up with Carry Judgement taking over the point. Again, now they will have a tight grip on it, like some guy would do, or a teacher would do when you've been not so nice in school, and you're getting grabbed by the hand and thrown into the other room for detention. And detention is what they get over on Eden.
Definitely. Oh, there's another overpower for Hammer CD. Executes Ludwig into the environmental hazard. Moa falls as well. That's a double kill over to Tripez. Probably took that kill off Hammer CD, but Fraza does have something to say about that. Health bars too low really for Eden to contest right now. Midnight Maze fall, but also Genu as well. It's only Hammer CD left on the point doing his best. The kill onto Lacko. Great shot by Dukido. CJ take their second points of this game.
3-2, my dudes. It is 3-2, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. That is very close for game number one, and I did say that if they continue this back and forth, we could easily get to a 3-4 situation, and I do believe so even now, even though that Carry Judgement has gotten the point, because we've seen how well Eden can defend. We have Moa always in to help the team to protect with either Dome Shield or the barrage or the turrets. He's always there. Lacko dealing the damage. Fraza sniping, headshotting everyone. It's just pretty much a perfect symphony of defense. But nonetheless, Carry Judgement, they've proven to me that they're not just a symphony, they're an orchestra.
An orchestra, and John are playing the Symphony of Destruction right now as Carry Judgement keep on that pain train right now. Hammer CD going very low in the caves. But CJ, I think if you're a CJ player, you're going to be relatively pleased with this right now. But of course, we can't discount Eden. These are, mechanically, they are fantastic players. And it's just going to take one player to step up when it really matters. Lacko looks to be maybe that lucky talisman for them.
Yeah, definitely. He has been showing up at every nook and cranny, but he has also played Bomb King many times during the season one, but also in season two. He has actually, in the both seasons he has attended, he has been pulling off some very nice Bomb King plays. And in this very case, the only thing he's lacking really is damage output, but he's still holding on strong because he's definitely pushing back for his team.
Yeah, but I mean, when your over damage dealers and Kiness doing so much work, I mean, just between the two of them, I'm trying to do some quick maths in my head. That's 198,000 damage, just under 199,000 damage between the two damage dealers for Eden. So the damage is definitely there, but I'm just a bit concerned, really, with getting these front lines down. That's where I think maybe the pressure point here for CJ, because as soon as they do get a pick, Ludwig has been caught off guard many times already this game. So is that going to be a way for CJ to play around it?
I believe so, because CJ has been adapting a little bit back and forth during the games, and right now they're actually just trying to get some high ground protection. It's just not enough. Eden will be on the dot and defend successfully. I don't know, TJ. I don't know. Maybe it was a misjudged call to go up on the high ground instead of just going to the payload for the overtime. But at the same time, maybe they would just reserve their ults for the next round as it's a 3-3. It's a little bit of a rocky road. Yeah,
and you start to think, like, you know, do you full commit to this? Or do you just actually try and play it with the gamble on the free point capture? And that's what both teams have decided to do. I mean, I've always been a proponent of Chaos Theory Paladins, where if you have ults, just use them. You know, there are if it gets you a pick, if it gets you a slight advantage, that could be all that you need in order to get this point. But one last point fight here on Splitstone to decide this one. The scout already used by Tripez, so there's going to be no sneaky shenanigans. Midnight Maim pushing forward, overpowered. It does not connect from Hammer CD. And there goes, it's the Illusory Rift, assert dominance onto Hammer CD, trying to get the stun on there. The Kinessa ult fires, trying to get the pick onto Dukido. Crit lands, but he's not going to die just yet. Neither team has lost a player right now. The Dread Serpent onto Hammer CD. Big cooldown to try and get onto that con and does so much damage. Trade of kills. Lacko and Dukido will both lose their lives. Hammer CD finally falls, and all of a sudden it's going to be Eden pushing forward onto this point, but the kills are still going through. The pick onto Moa. Now we're just waiting for the Anara to come back online and get towards that point. 57% is gonna be dicey here.
Geno, back on the point, just chilling. He knows he's good. He knows what he's doing. Pulling up a little bit of pressure onto Moa with the seismic crash. Not really doing much, but in the other end of the map, we do have a very, very, very precious Ash. She will not die, though. Midnight May will survive another day. Or will she? Hammer CD in the backline.
Yeah,
Come
Hammer's
on,
still...
man.
He's still there. Like, Hammer's doing so much well right now, but now he's in a 3-versus-1 situation, finding himself caught out. And now here's the problem with Carrot Judgement. They're now staggered too much right now. Genu is, only just coming back on the point. Hammer is just coming back off spawn. Tripez will lose his life here. Genu's the only one left. And all of a sudden, get that pick onto Anara. This could be game straight away for Eden.
Knock down the chickens before they hatch. It might be a bit of a tough situation, but the Dread Serpent is connecting. Not doing much as the resilience is coming through. It is not enough. I do believe it is curtains. Game number 1 goes to Eden here in the playoffs semifinals for Season 2 Magistrates Legacy League.